Hello and how are you? Hey friends, welcome to the Shen Show. I am your host, Senator Briscoe, coming to you live right here in St. Charles, Missouri. Hey, today's Friday, May the 3rd, 2024. Got happy birthday shout out going out to Jennifer Irelan and Dale Lynch. So without further ado, here's a birthday song for the two of you. Hey Jennifer, hey Dale, hey, I heard it's your birthday today. Bye. That's another year gone away. I hope you're enjoying your special day. Because, well, it's your happy birthday day today. Day today. It's your happy birthday day today. You know what? I should start over because only 22 seconds in the show, and I know I've been less than that. So, hey, yep. And how are you? Hey, this is Shenandoah Briscoe, your host of The Shen Show. Thank you for tuning in. Today is Friday, May the 3rd, 2024. Got a happy birthday shout out going out to Jennifer Ireland and Dale Lynch. So without further ado, here's a birthday song for the two of you. Hey, Jennifer. Hey, Dale. Hey, I heard it's your birthday today. Why, that's another year gone away. I hope you're enjoying your special day because, well, it's your happy birthday day today. Day today. Yeah, it's your happy birthday day today. I say, hey, Dale. Hey, Jennifer. Hey, I heard it's your birthday today. Why, that's another trip around the sun that you made. I hope you're enjoying your special day because, well, it's your happy birthday day today. Day today. It's your happy birthday day today. All right, how about the Shen Show fans? That's right, Rico Murphy, Jarvis Smoker, and Patrick Gardner, and Kyle O'Neill. Wake up, O'Neill. Go to sleep. All right, folks, sorry. Got to find out what's going on. What's going on? Wake up, select all, paste that, go to sleep. All right, there we go. Don't know what happened there. Hey Siri, play my messages. Yes, stop, send it. Yes. Okay, weather for report for the next 5 days. Brought to you by Helping Hands Thrift Store and Foster Care Closet, located at 416 South Fifth Street, St. Charles, Missouri. Also, they have the VIP diner right next door. Come on in, get you some eats, and do some shopping for some wonderful clothing and other little treats. All right, here we go. Uh, Today, 78 was the high temperature. Very nice out there. Little chilly in the wind, but hey, not bad. And then for this evening, partly cloudy, low skies, overnight low temperatures to 59 degrees Fahrenheit overnight. Winds will be east to northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Still got some flooding going on. We'll talk about it shortly. Saturday, May the 4th, partially cloudiness early with scattered showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. Gusty winds and small hail are possible. High temperatures of 82 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds south to southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chances of rain 50%. Let's see what's this thing doing here. So that's a little better. All right. Partly cloudy skies during the evening will give way to cloudier skies overnight. Low temperatures around 55 degrees Fahrenheit with winds north to northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Then for Sunday, Cinco de Mayo, May the 5th, mainly cloudy skies with slight chances of a rain shower. High temperatures of 74 degrees Fahrenheit with winds north to northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Overcast with rain showers at times. Low temperatures of 60 degrees Fahrenheit overnight. Winds will be light and variable. Chances of rain 60%. Hey Siri, read my messages. Monday, uh, May the 6th. Hey Siri, read my messages. Rain showers in the morning, becoming more intermittent in the afternoon. Warm temperatures with uh, highs around 76 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds will be south at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chance of rain 50. Cancel. Partly cloudy with late night showers or thunderstorms overnight. Low temperatures near 65 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds will be south to southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chances of rain 60%. And then for Tuesday, March, April, March the 7th, scattered thunderstorms in the morning, then becoming mostly sunny late at night. Very warm temperatures, high of 83 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds southwest at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Chances of rain 40%. Isolated thunderstorms in the evening, clear skies overnight. Low temperatures of 61 degrees Fahrenheit with winds south to southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chances of rain 40%. Then for our fifth and final day of our 5-day forecast, Wednesday, March the 8th. Scattered thunderstorms will vary warm temperatures of 83 degrees Fahrenheit. Why do they keep saying very warm degrees, very warm temperatures? Maybe it's very warm for this month, but we've had more than 80s in the last couple of weeks in last month. So anyway, winds will be out of the south at 10 to 20 miles per hour. 60% chance of rain. Variable clouds with thunderstorms, especially during the evening. Low temperatures of 61 degrees Fahrenheit overnight, with winds west at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Chances of rain 40%. Likely heavily rainfall possible. And that, my friends, is your 5-day forecast for the St. Charles viewing area. Now we're going to update you on the flood warnings. And the areas of the event will be St. Louis, mostly. Yeah, oops. Yeah, St. Charles County, again. I don't know why they didn't mention flooding up from the backside of St. Charles with the Mississippi River coming up, but they didn't. But it's been coming up too. We got flood warnings now in effect until early Sunday afternoon. What more minor flooding is occurring, and the minor flooding is forecast, where the Missouri River at St. Charles until early Sunday afternoon. Additional details at 10 a.m. Daylight Central Time. Uh, Friday, the stage was 25.7 feet forecast, and the river is expected to fall below flood stage Saturday morning. Flood stage is 25 foot. So there you have it. That's your weather forecast and your flood update information from the Shen Show. All right, we're not gonna torture anybody with singing. I believe I can fly. We are gonna torture everybody with singing because, well, I want to sing. I want to sing. I like the moon and June and spring. I want to sing. I want, yes, I want to sing. I want to sing about the moon and June. The moon and June and spring. I want to sing. I want to sing about the moon and June and spring. Oh yes, I want. Yes, I want. I want to sing. There you have it. I believe in love. Song lyrics. I believe in love. Little Don Williams. I see. Oh, that's Kenny Loggins. Song lyrics. I believe in love. Don Williams. I don't believe in superstars, organic foods, and foreign cars. I don't believe the price of gold, the uncertainty of growing old. That right is right and left is wrong. That north and south can't get along. That east is east and west is west. And being first is always best. But I believe in love. I believe in babies. I believe in mom and dad. And I believe in you. I won't, but I don't believe that heaven waits for only those who congregate. I think of love. God is love. And he's down below, he's up above. He's watching people everywhere. He knows who doesn't care. I'm just an ordinary man. Sometimes I wonder who I am, but I believe in love. I believe in music. I believe in magic. And I believe in you. I know with all my certainty what's going on with you and me is a good thing. It's true. I believe in you. I don't believe virginity is as common as it used to be. And working days and sleeping nights. And black is black and white is white. That Superman and Robin Hood are still alive in Hollywood. That Vaseline's in short supply, the rising cost of getting by. But I believe in love. I believe in old folks. I believe in children. And I believe in you. I believe in love. I believe in babies. I believe in mom and dad, and I believe in you, and I believe in you. Lord, I hope this day is good. I'm feeling empty and misunderstood. I should be thankful, Lord. I know I should. But Lord, I hope this day is good. Lord, have you forgotten me? I've been praying to you faithfully. I'm not saying I'm a righteous man, but Lord, I hope you understand. I don't need fortune and I don't need fame. Send down the thunder, Lord, send down the rain. But when you're planning just how it will be, plan a good day for me. I said, Lord, I hope this day is good. I'm feeling empty and misunderstood. I should be thankful, Lord. I know I should. But Lord, I hope this day is good. You've been the king since the dawn of time. All that I'm asking is a little less crime. It might be hardcore the devil to do, but it would be easy for you. Lord, I hope this day is good. I'm feeling empty and misunderstood. I should be thankful, Lord, I know I should. But Lord, I hope this day is good. I said, Lord, I hope this day is good. I'm feeling empty and misunderstood. I should be thankful, Lord, I know I should. But Lord, I hope this day is good. All be black, cigarette. Start this day like all the rest. First thing every morning that I do is start missing you. Some broken hearts never mend. Some memories never end. Some tears will never dry. And my love for you will never die. A rendezvous in the night. A willing woman to hold me tight. But in the middle of love's embrace, I see your face. Some broken hearts never mend. Some memories never end. Some hearts will, some tears will never dry. And my love for you will never die. Some broken hearts never mend. Some memories never end. Some tears will never dry. But my love for you will never die. Song lyrics, turn the page. Song lyrics, turn the page. Bob Seger. Well, guess we gotta do it this way. This is okay. I mean, I don't mind. It's my favorite. A to Z. A to Z music. On a long and lonesome highway east of Omaha. You can listen to the engine run out. It's one note song. You can think about the women or the girl you knew last night before. But your thoughts will soon be wandering the way they always do when you're riding 16 horses and there's nothing there to do and you don't feel much like riding. You just wish this trip was through. Here I am on the road again. There I am up on the stage. Here I go playing star again. There I go. Oh, turn the page. Well, you walk in to a restaurant all sprung out from the road. You feel the eyes on you as you shaking off the cold. You pretend it doesn't bother you, but you just want to explode. Most times you can't hear them talking, and other times you can. They all sing the old cliches: is that a woman or is it a man? And you always seem outnumbered, so you don't dare make a stand. Here I am on the road again. There I go up on the stage. Here I go On the road again. There I go. Turn the page. While out there in the spotlight, you're a million miles away. Every ounce of your energy you try to give away as the sweat pours out your body like the music that you play. And later in the evening, as you lay awake in bed, with those echoes from the amplifiers ringing through your head, you smoke today's last cigarette, remembering what she said. Here I am on the road again. There I am up on stage. Here I go playing star again. There I go, turn the page. Here I am on the road again. There I am up on stage. Yeah, here I go playing star again. There I go, turn the page. All right, one more. We'll do one more, and we'll jump over to the story time. Uh, bu- 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 do 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 do. Do, 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 do. An Alabama tune. Well, let's say Lisa Foster. She always my favorite Johnny Cash tunes. So we're gonna do a Johnny Cash for Lisa. Um, I think song lyrics Folsom Prison Blues. We'll do the Johnny Cash Folsom Prison Blues. Well, hear that train coming. It's a rolling round that bend. I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, and time keeps dragging on. But that train keeps on rolling on down to San Antonio. But when I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy. Don't you ever play with guns. But I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. And when I hear the whistle blowing, I hang my head and cry. I'll bet there are some rich folks eating in that fancy dining car. They're probably drinking coffee and smoking big cigars, but I knew I had it coming. I know I can't be free, but those people keep on moving, and that's what tortures me. Well, if they freed me from this prison, and if that railroad train was mine, I bet I'd move it on a little further down the line, far from Folsom Prison. That's where I'd want to stay. And I'd let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away. Yes, I'd let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away. Hello, friend. Glad to have you tuning in. Is that Rico? Possibly. Hey, I got 3 likes. I got 3 likes. I'm glad to see you there. Well, I was going to only do the last one, the Johnny Cash one, but I'll do one more. Oh, 2 friends. I got 2 fans tuning in. There we go. Hey, glad to have you with. Uh, I was going to quit singing, but I don't know. Some people say my voice just is horrible, but I think it's okay. So I'll sing anyway. All right, I got a song for them people right here, right now. Song lyrics, just sing. Song lyrics, just sing. Nope, I ain't it. Song lyrics, just sing a song. That would be it. It's the Carpenters. Song lyrics, just sing the Carpenters. Gotta try this again. Little water, a little water, never hurt no one. Song lyrics, just sing the Carpenters. Here we go. Sing, sing a song, sing out loud, sing out strong, sing out good things, not bad. Sing out happy, not sad. Sing, sing a song, make it simple to last your whole life long. Don't worry if it's not good enough for anyone else to hear. Just sing, sing a song. Well, sing, sing a song. Let the world sing along. Sing of love things could be. Sing us for you and for me. Just sing, sing a song. Make it simple to last your whole life long. Don't worry if it's not good enough for anyone else to hear. Just sing, sing a song. Just sing, sing a song. There. That's for all y'all out there that say I can't sing. Beep, beep, boop. All right. One more. I'm going to do Red Soul Vang, another truck driving story song. This one's called Lyrics The Phantom 309. Well, I was out on the West Coast trying to make a buck, and things didn't work out. I was down on my luck. Well, I got tired of roaming and bumming around, and so I started thumbing it back east toward my hometown. I made a lot of miles the first 2 days, and then I figured I'd be home in a week if my luck held out that way. But the third night, I got stranded way out of town at an old lonely crossroads, and the rain was pouring down. I was hungry and feeling done caught a chill. I was hungry and frozen and done caught a chill when the lights of a big rig topped the hill. Lord, I sure was glad to hear them air brakes coming on, and I climbed up in that cab where I knew it'd be nice and warm. Well, all that and at that wheel sat a big man. He weighed 210. Well, he stuck out his hand and he said with a grin, the Big Jake's the name. And I told him mine. And he said, the name of my rig is the Phantom 309. Well, I asked him why he called his rig such a name. And he said, son, this old Mac can put 'em all to shame. There ain't a driver around or a rig running any line that ain't seen nothing but taillights from the Phantom 309. Well, we rode and talked and the better part of the night, and when the lights of a truck stop came into sight, he says, well, I'm sorry, son. This is as far as you go, 'cause I gotta make a turn just up the road. Well, he tossed me a dime and he said, have a cup of coffee on Big Jake, Jack, and Big Joe and the Phantom 309. Well, uh, and then his big rear, his big rig roared out into the night, and nothing flat. He was clean out of sight. Well, I went inside and I ordered me a cup. Told the waiter Big Joe was setting me up, and all you could have heard a pin drop. And it got deathly quiet, and the waiter's face turned kind of white. Well, did I say something wrong? I said with a halfway grin. And he said, no, this happens every now and then. Every driver in here knows Big Joe. But, son, let me tell you what happened about 10 years ago. At that crossroads tonight where you flagged him down, there was a busload of kids coming from town. And they were right in the middle when Big Joe topped that hill. And it could have been slaughter, but he turned the wheel. Well, Joe lost control and went into a skid and now gave his life for that busload of kids. And there at that crossroads was the end of the line for Big Joe and the Phantom 309. But every now and then, sometimes a hiker will come by, and like you, Big Joe will give him a ride. He's he, here, have another cup, and forget about the dime. Keep it as a souvenir from Big Joe and the Phantom 309. Okay, there. But that reminds me of another song, and I have to do it. Song lyrics, The Ride. Well, I was coming from Montgomery. I had my guitar on my back when a stranger stopped beside me in an antique Cadillac. He was dressed like 1950, half drunk and hollow-eyed. He said, it's a long walk to Nashville. Would you like a ride, son? And as I sat down in that front seat, he turned that radio knob, and them sad old songs coming out of them speakers was solid country gold. Then I noticed the stranger was close by pale when he asked me for a light, and I knew there was something strange about this ride. He said, Drifter, can you make folks cry when you play and sing? Have you paid your dues? Can you bone the blues? Can you bend them guitar strings? I said, why do you need a drink of water before you survive? Yeah, well, need to get a drink. Well, I'm doing pretty good for a quad who can't hardly breathe. He said, Drifter, can you make both? Nope, I'm proving him right. All right, we're done with that. Back on deck. All right, looks like it's story time. Seeing as how I can't sing right now anyway, and I don't want to bugger up another song. So here we go. Story time for the kids. TV Grandpa is going to lull y'all to sleep with another bedtime story. I think we're going to do I've got to find some more material because I'm running out of these stories. Da 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 ba 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 boom. Here, I'll just look it up this way. Bedtime stories. We'll try this one. Whoops, I've already got this one. It's okay though. We've got to be able to find something on it. I'll just go way down to the bottom. Da 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 da. Ba da 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 da. Ba da ba da. Ba 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 boom. Ba 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 boom. I think we'll do 12 wild geese or gooses. The 12 wild ducks. That's the one we're going to do today. Don't know how to get rid of that one over there. But it's okay. We're going to do the 12 wild ducks today. I don't think I've ever read in this one. So we'll give this one a shot. Hey kiddos, it's TV Grandpa. Jump up on the couch or jump up on the bed. Wherever it is, you rest your sleepy little head. TV Grandpa is going to lull you off to sleep with another little bedtime story treat. All right, here we go. Once upon a time, there was a queen who had 12 sons, but alas, no daughters to call her own. One day, when the queen was out driving in the woods, she came upon the prettiest little lassie she had ever seen. The queen stopped her horses, lifted the child up into her arms, and kissed her on both cheeks. All the while she thought to herself, I do so love my sons, but oh, how I wish I had a little girl of my own. Just then, an old witch of the trolls came up to her. She seemed every bit a good witch, gentle and kind. A daughter you shall have, said this witch, and she shall be the dearest and sweetest child in 12 kingdoms, if you will only give me whatever comes to meet you at the bridge when you return home. Now the queen had a little snow white dog of which she was very fond. It always ran to greet her when she had been away. She thought it must be the dog the old dame wants. So she, since the old woman seemed gentle and kind, she would surely care well for the dog. And so the queen said, Yes, yes, you may have what comes to meet me on the bridge, if that is what will bring me a daughter. What? With that, she hurried home as fast as she could. But who should come to meet her on the bridge? Not her snow white doggie at all, but her 12 sons. Before the mother could cry out to them to stop, the witch of the trolls, who turned out to be a wicked witch after all, threw a spell upon them, and all turned into 12 ducks. The ducks flapped their wings, flew away, and away they stayed. Now the queen mourned for her sons for a long time. She found comfort in nothing at all until at long last she had a daughter of her own. The little princess was the dearest and sweetest child that one had ever set eyes on. She grew up tall and fair, but she was often quite quiet, and her eyes were sad. No one could understand what it was that ailed her. While the queen was also troubled, as you may believe, for she had many strange fears when she thought about the loss of her 12 sons. And one day she said to her daughter, "Why are you so sad, my daughter? Is there anything you want? If so, only say the word, and you shall have it." "Oh, it seems so dull and lonely here," said the daughter. "Everyone else has brothers and sisters, but I am alone. I have no one." "Sit down, my love," said the queen. It had, I had 12 sons before you. Stout, brave lads they all were, but I lost them before you came. And she told her daughter the whole story. Well, after the princess had learned how her brothers had been lost, she could not rest, nor sleep, nor eat, for she seized on the notion that it was all her fault. She decided she must go in search of her lost brothers at once, and she expressed to the queen that she felt that she must find them and somehow free them of their terrible curse. The queen wept and begged her not to go, for she thought of losing her last child was almost too much for her to bear. Now, yet, in spite of all the queen could say or do, the little lass felt that she could not could not remain comfortably at home while her brothers still suffered under enchantment, and all because of her. So she ventured from her comfortable life in the palace, and the princess walked on and on so far you would never have thought her small feet could have taken her, and the strength to carry her so far. For 3 years she traveled, and finally, one day, when she was walking through the deep woods, she grew tired and fell asleep on a mossy tuft. She dreamed that she was walking deeper and deeper into the woods, and then came to a little wooden hut, and within the hut she found her brothers. Just then she awoke. Straight before her she noticed a worn path in the green moss that she hadn't seen before. This path went deeper and deeper into the woods, and soon she followed it, and astonished, she discovered at the end of the path a little hut, exactly like the one she had been dreaming about. Now, when she went inside the hut, there was no one at home, but there were 12 beds, and 12 chairs, and 12 spoons, and short, a dozen of everything. And when she saw that, her heart leaped, for she could guess at once that it was her brothers who lived there. She began to build up the fire, Soon she heard something flapping and whirling in the air, and she slipped behind the door. 12 ducks approached the doorway of the little house, but as soon as they crossed the threshold, they became young men, each one dressed as a prince. "Oh, how nice and warm it is in here," said the youngest prince. "Who would have been so kind to build the fire?" "Yes, who?" they all echoed, and they searched until they found the lassie behind the door. She threw her arms around their necks and she said, "I am your little sister. I've traveled for 3 years seeking you." And so they rejoiced, sisters and brother. I'm sorry, sister and brothers. "Still, you are under this enchantment," said the younger sister. "If only there was something I could do to set you free." All the brothers looked at one another. They sighed and sadly looked and shook their heads. "There is a way, but it is too hard," said the eldest prince. "Oh, do tell me, please," said the princess. "There is nothing else I'd rather do, whether, eh, whatever it takes." She begged and pleaded until finally the eldest brother said, "Then this is it. You must pick thistle down and end, and then card it, spin it, and weave it into clothes. And from the cloth you must make 12 shirts, one for each of us. But the entire time while you work on that, you must neither talk nor laugh nor weep. If you can do this, we will be set free." "Where will I ever get enough thistle down for so many shirts?" asked the sister. "Well, that's the hardest part of all," said the youngest brother with a sigh. "You must go to the witch's moor at midnight and gather it there." But big tears soon stood in his eyes, and you must go alone, all alone. The sister said nothing and nodded her head, and when midnight came and the moon was high in the sky, she kissed her brothers goodbye and uh, uh, went to the great wide moor where the witches lived, and a great crop of thistles stood there, all nodding in the breeze. And while the thistledown stopped, and while the thistledown on top of the plant floated and glistened through the moonbeams, the princess began to pick the thistledown and gather it in her bag. Soon she became aware of a host of wicked faces staring at her through the thistles. What was even more frightening, long, skinny arms stretching out towards her. Her heart stood still, and she grew ice cold, but never a sound did she utter. She just kept plucking and gathering, faster and faster, until her bag was full. And when she got home at break of day, she set out to work, carding and spinning yarn from the soft down to make her clothes. Now, so when she went out for a long, long time, picking thistle down on the witch's moor, trying not to notice the wicked faces and the long skinny arms, and then taking it back to the hut, clear, gardening and spinning and making more cloth, and all the while she was careful never to talk, nor to laugh, nor to weep. And in everything, her brothers came home, and in the evening her brothers came home, flapping and whirling like wild ducks, and yet becoming young men as they passed through the threshold. In the morning, the moment her brothers stepped outside the house, off they flew again, and because wild ducks, and became wild ducks again for the whole day. Now, one night, when the princess was picking thistledown at the moor, the young king who ruled that land was out hunting. He had become separated from the from his companion and had lost his way. Now, shoot. Sorry, I done it again, didn't I? Doggone it. I fell asleep. What kind of a storyteller am I? Story time must be working. Y'all still there? Bear with. I'm sorry. Her brothers came flapping home, blah, blah, blah. And in the morning, the moment her brothers stepped outside the house, they flew off again because they turned back into ducks. Well, as they, in the morning, the moment her brothers stepped outside again, oops, there we go, reading it again for a whole day. Now, one night, when the princess was picking thistledown at the moor, the young king, who ruled that land, was out hunting. He had become separated from his companions and had lost his way. Now, as he came riding across the moor, he saw her, and he stepped off his horse and stared at her, wondering who she was. And he uh, be who this woman could be who walked alone on the moor, picking thistledown in the dead of the night. He asked her for her name. Mm, Getting no answer, he was still more astonished, but he wished, he was charmed by her graceful movements and her dedication to the task at hand. That at last nothing would do but to ask to take her home to his castle. So she motioned to the house. The princess wrung her hands and made signs to him and pointed to the bags in which her work was. And so the prince stayed with her while she worked, helping her as he could until all her bags were stuffed full. The princess saw that the king was as gentle and kind as her to her as her mother, and helpful too. And by the time the sun was rising, the king motioned to the horse, saying signaling to ask if she'd like to come back to the castle with him. She agreed gladly, and he helped her onto the horse. The king took the bags full of thistledown and gently tied them securely behind the horse, and so she rode the horse with him beside her. As soon as they reached the palace, an old woman staggered forward to meet them. She was the king's guardian, and the moment that she set eyes upon the charming young maiden, she was filled with jealousy and anger. Nothing that the maiden said, and nothing, and the old woman ushered the king aside. She whispered, "Can't you see that this thing whom you have brought home to marry is in fact a witch? Why, look at her. She can neither talk nor laugh nor weep." But the king did not care a straw whether the sweet young woman he intended to marry spoke or not. He knew somehow that she was just the woman that he had been looking for, and when she looked at him, he was sure that she felt the same way too. It wasn't long before a grand wedding was held, and the king married the princess, and they lived a great joy and glory. The princess did not forget to go on working on her shirts, and all this time she neither talked nor laughed nor wept. Though she was making very good progress, she found that she still had not enough cloth to finish all 12 shirts, and she noticed, or she needed to go back to the witch's floor one last time. That night, while all of the palace slept, she quietly slipped out to pick her thistledown. Now, the old woman, who was the king's guardian, saw her leave, and she knew well where the young woman was going. And for I must tell you that she was the same wicked witch who had changed the 12 princes into wild ducks in the first place. The witch hurried to the king's chamber. She shook him awake, and said, "Come on with me. I'll prove to you that your new bride is a witch. She can't help but return to the witch's war at midnight, where no doubt she'll join her wicked company." Well, the king would not listen to her at first, but when he saw that the queen's bed was empty, he got up and went with the old woman. In the clear moonlight, they could see the queen stooping among the horrid bags, or hags and trolls, and the king turned away sadly and said not a word, for he loved his queen very, very much. The wicked old woman began to whisper and tell everyone at court about the queen's nightly visits to the witch's moor, and finally the king's advisers clamored, "We will not have a queen who is a witch." Everyone knew, uh, everyone knows the penalty for witchcraft, and the people demanded of you that she be burned alive. The king was beside himself. A king, as king, he knew the laws of the land had to be upheld, but there was no end to his sadness, for now he despised that he could not save his queen. A pile of wood was gathered in the court squares, and when the pile of wood was all ablaze, and the men were about to put the queen on it, she made signs to them to take 12 boards and lay them around the pile. On these 12 boards she placed the shirts for her brothers, all completed except the one for the youngest, which she still needed its left sleeve. She had not had time to finish it, and as soon as she set the shirts on the boards, the people heard a flapping and whirling in the air, and down swooped 12 wild ducks from over the forest. Each one snapped up his shirt in his bill and flew off with it. "See now," shrieked the old woman, "didn't I tell you such goings on can only be the result of witchcraft? Make haste and burn her immediately before the pile burns low." "Well, now," said the king, "we've plenty of wood, so I believe I will wait a bit. It is so it is true that these goings on are strange, but I have a mind to see what the ends of it will be." And as he spoke, up rode 12 young men, each one dressed as a prince, and as handsome a lad as you had ever wished to see. But the youngest prince had a wild duckling instead of his left arm. "What goes on here?" asked the eldest prince. "My queen is to be burned," said the king, "because she is a witch, or so the people say, and I can't save her." "Sister," said the youngest prince, turning to the queen, "speak now. You have freed us and saved us. Now you may speak and save yourself." Then the young queen spoke and told the whole story. The king and all the people listened with wonder and joy. Only the wicked old woman stood trembling with fear when the queen had finished her story. The king ordered that the fire be quenched at once, and he took his wife in his arms, and he proclaimed that the old witch was banished from the land forever. The king brought his wife and her 12 older brothers home to the castle. A messenger was quickly dispatched to deliver the good news to the queen's faraway mother that her 12 sons were fully restored, and that her daughter, too, was alive and well. Joy and gladness washed over the whole kingdom because the wicked witch was gone, and because the lovely queen had set free her 12 brothers. The end. There, I'll tell you, I made it through. Well, I went to sleep first, but then I made it through. Hey, we got another viewer. That's three. Hi, people number three. 3 likes. We gotta love it. Okie doke. Now it's of course third person tuned in right about time. It's time to go. We're gonna do the daily bread portion of the program, and it's going to be brought to you today by the Bible with Briscoe 2024, which I had to cut 2 of them today because yesterday's just wouldn't load, so I had to do it again and again. So anyway, both the Bible with Briscoe's 2024 issues today, yesterday, and today are up. So you can always pick that up on the YouTube there a little bit from now. Um, anyway, today's reading was 1 Kings 14 through 15 and Luke 21 uh, through 46. Yesterday was 13 through uh, 12 through 13, and Luke 22, 1 through 20. So there you go. Today's devotion is Prayer Matters, and today's scripture and insight will be 2 Kings 20, 1 through 6. And so here we go. 2 Kings 20, 1 through 6. Hezekiah's illness. In those days, Hezekiah became ill and was at the point of death. The people Isaiah, son of Amos, the prophet Isaiah, son of Amos, went to him and said, "This is what the Lord says. Put your house in order, because you are going to die. You will not recover." Hezekiah turned his face to the wall and prayed to the Lord. "Remember, Lord, how I have walked before you faithfully and with wholehearted devotions, and have done what is good in your eyes." And Hezekiah wept bitterly. Before Isaiah had left the middle court, the word of the Lord came to him. "Go back and tell Hezekiah, the ruler of my people, this is what the Lord says. The God of your father David says, I have heard your prayer and seen your tears. I will heal you. One, on the third day from now, you will go up to the temple of the Lord, and I will add 15 years to your life, and I will deliver you and this city from the hands of the king of Assyria. I will defend this city for my sake and for the sake of my servant David." That's it. Yeah, there you go. That was 2 Kings 20 through 21 through 6, which is prayer matters. He rolled over, he prayed, and look, God heard it and saved. Okay, my friends, hey, that's the end of the Shen Show. That was the daily bread portion of the program, brought to you today by the Bible with Briscoe 2024. The Bible with Briscoe 2024 is the daily reading of the Bible to be completed within 1 year. Please don't forget to tune in to the Bible with Briscoe 2024 for your daily reading of the Bible. Uh, can anybody post notes or anything and tell me what you think of this new coloring on the Shen Show? Somehow or another, my camera got, I don't know, maybe they just cleaned the lens, but the filter that was on it is no longer there. And it's a lot brighter, but of course, it does show me for who I am, I believe. But that's okay. I mean, I don't mind being who I am, but I was just saying, it looks kind of dark, and I don't even know. I don't look blurry on here, but I feel like I look blurry on the Bible with Briscoe episodes. Anyway, that being said, y'all have a blessed day. I said goodbye, my friends. It's time to go. I said goodbye, my friends. It's time to go. I hate to leave you, but I really must go. So goodbye, my friends. Goodbye. Goodbye, my friends. Goodbye. This here has been Shenandoah Briscoe saying hello and how are you? Thanks for tuning in to the Shen Show. And as always, God loves you, and so do I. So come back and see us again tomorrow because God willing, we'll be here. And we hope that you are too. Thank you. Bye bye. God bless you.